So a lot of people have asked me about this painting. So I thought I'd do a video just about this painting. Although I have talked about it before, I thought I'd do a whole video. The painting is by artist Rabbett Strickland, and he's an Ojibwe artist. Now, when I knew him, he used to call himself Ojibwe, but now he's better known as an Anishinaabe artist, but these words are interchangeable. They're both names for the same group. But that's just what I remember him saying, so that's why I tend to say Ojibwe, indigenous. And he actually painted this in my apartment. One year I went out of the country and I loaned him my apartment for a month, and I didn't have much furniture. I was a student, and so we kind of moved all the furniture into the corner or something, and the walls were all white, and he hung canvas on all the walls, and he painted for a whole month, and he made all these beautiful paintings. This was decades ago, and he gifted me this. But he's a really accomplished painter now, and you can go to his website and buy his art. He's also, you've probably seen his art on the cover of some books, like he's on the cover of one of Winona LaDuke's books. She's an indigenous environmental activist. She might be Ojibwe too, can't remember. But the way he explained it to me, this is a picture of, this is Rabbit Boy. You can see his feet. He got rabbit feet, and he's got rabbit ears. So that's Rabbit Boy. And this is Deer Woman. See her antlers? And so those are two mythical beings, I think God figures, in the Ojibwe pantheon, or legends. And this turtle represents Turtle Island. And so this is, Rabbit Boy and Deer Woman on Turtle Island. And Rabbit Boy appears to be providing. Okay, so Rabbit Boy is actually called Nanabozho or Nanabozho. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I decided to look it up because I was going on my memory from decades ago of what he told me. But he's a trickster figure, and he's also an important part of the creation of the world. And my memory is that this is a depiction of the creation of the world, or one of the stories about the creation of the world. The light, I think, for the world. This is, but Deer Woman also has a torch, so they're both. Okay, so it's not Deer Woman. Sorry, I'm mixing it up. I think so. I looked it up. It's the grandmother of Nanabozho, I think, is represented there, who was associated with wisdom. I was mistaking her for Deer Woman, who's from another tradition that I'm familiar with. And I lost track of Rabbit, and so I'm like going online trying to figure out where he is, because this was decades ago that he painted this. And so now there's actually a PBS documentary about his work that you can go watch, and so I'm going to put the link below. Providing the light, and I think this is maybe the moon, and maybe one of them lights the sun and one lights the moon. So someone correct me in the comments if you're Ojibwe, because this is decades ago that he told me this, and I don't really remember it all. And this is a staff. You might recognize it, looks kind of like a dream catcher. So these were all really important figures in Ojibwe culture. And so all of his paintings, maybe not all now, but back then, all of his paintings, he got the inspiration for them from dreams. And so he would dream about these mythological characters from Ojibwe traditional culture, and then he would paint what he dreamed. And so this is one of his dreams. And again, the artist is Rabbett Strickland. So go to his website. I'll put it in the description, and go buy some of his art. So he doesn't appear to have a website. I've been looking for it, but there are websites where you can look at the documentary or buy his prints. And I am still looking for other connections, but because he's amazing. Oh, another thing. I used to have more than one of his paintings. He actually gave me 3, and I had the intention of selling them to, get him some money, selling 2 of them. But I fell in love with them, and I couldn't, for years I just had them in my living room, and I told him, well, if anyone takes an interest, I will tell them they're for sale. And I did. I told people over the years, oh yeah, this is for sale, and And unfortunately, one day my paintings were stolen along with a bunch of my belongings, and so I don't have those anymore. And I was just lucky that this painting was in my god sister's basement when I had moved cross country. I guess I had left it there by accident, because I moved from Seattle to Florida, so I had to leave some stuff behind. And I was really fortunate that she had this. I need to get a frame for it. But I'm just really grateful to have it. Grateful to Rabbett Strickland for gifting me this beautiful painting. So if you have more questions about it, you can put them in the comments. You can also go to his website and ask him directly, and then ask what you can buy from him.